Hello everyone, my name's Bottletophornet and welcome back to another episode of Vault Hunters. Well, as you can see, I'm at level 300. I've not really done much AFK here, maybe an hour or two at most. I actually wasted a lot of gold because this filled up pretty quickly. I've ended up adding another storage module to it, so we're going to have plenty of storage, and I did the same thing for this one up here. So now we can start collecting a good amount. That was completely full at 2048 or whatever it is at base, and yeah, that was full at 8,000 when I came back from a short AFK session. But yeah, it works perfectly now. I have the XP going up into here. I moved this back up so that I could go in between, and as you can see, they're still angry at me from when I was sitting up here before, and all the items should continue going down. So it works for XP, it works for the gold and everything like that. It's a fully functional farm. Now, I did see a couple of people early on in the comments say, why don't you add a storage for some of the rotten flesh? At this point, I'm not that worried about it. It will happen eventually, but I think what I would like to do is eventually replace that top one with a compressing drawer, and then we'll just use this space here for the rotten flesh. Because I'm not at the point where I'm getting a ridiculous amount just yet, the stuff that I have gathered already and just used over my time playing so far has been more than enough, and we'll go over and check. I should have, yeah, a decent amount just sitting there. So, not too concerned about that right now. What I am concerned about is cactus. So I've set up this temporary thing here, temporary farm to get me enough of that, but it does seem this is something that we need to start thinking about. Setting up some farms over in this area, working on a little bit of base progress. That being said, this box I'm standing on is the goal of this episode. In here, I have grabbed all of the stuff that I'm going to need to get back into the vaults and hopefully successfully come out over level 40 and with a decent amount of loot. So I bought a new backpack from one of my traders. I crafted one extra dank one, which is about the extent of what I can make right now. I have all of these armor pieces that we're going to add these books to. I've got Depth Strider for my boots, Unbreaking, Sweeping Edge. I'm going to go Smite again. And we do have this Leech 3 sword that was our backup, knockback, and also have a really nice Tenos idol here that we can hopefully add some levels to. The other thing that I'm going to do is drink this flask and get rid of Rampage. It just doesn't work the same anymore. Now, I've tried it out. The way that Rampage works now is you hit once and you sort of have to stop and it will start to deal that damage over time. If you hit again, it resets it and essentially you will be hitting doing no damage at all. So I think I'm just going to stick with the base version. Rampage gives you a 50% damage boost at its first level, which I have right now, over 20 seconds. So extra damage, 20 seconds. Pretty simple. And I think just upgrading this a couple of times, maybe to the third level, to get a 100% bonus will be plenty for the time being. So that's something that we might work towards, but now we no longer have Shaman. Nice. So with these 300 levels, I should be able to start enchanting this all up. While this hopefully, yeah, it looks like it's done some. I put it like this so that when they get destroyed, this automatically magnetizes it towards. So while I'm setting this stuff up, we should hopefully have that filling up our little altar over there. So I'm going to make myself 2 anvils and we're going to get to work putting all of this stuff together. So for starters, we've got ourselves a helmet with Unbreaking 3 and Protection. Next, a nice epic chest plate. Beautiful. This one has 4 levels on it, which is really nice. So if we get lucky and get a good setup or a good set of modifiers, I will probably go for a boss kill to see whether we can get some stuff on these. That there is our full set of armor, protectioned up. The helmet does give +3 to health, which is really nice. Now we're going to add some stuff to this sword. There we go. Not the best on the damage department, but with the 3% leech, it should help us out a bit. And I think that's going to be a good sword just to keep us going until we hopefully find something better. Finally, this Tenos can have Unbreaking put on there. And with the levels that I have remaining, ooh, I don't have enough plating. So we might just run a vault or two, see whether or not we can use these to good effect. And hopefully by then we have started to set ourselves up with a few more of the plates. Now it's a matter of going through and grabbing some of these items and setting up my danks. I've also made myself some advanced shulker boxes. These are really great for just being able to open from my inventory. And I think what I might do is just rename them so that they're unique. We'll name this one 2, 1, 2, and this 2, 3. That one could be number 3. That way, I believe if I put this down, I am mistaken. That's okay. It will help us keep track of which one's which when they're in our inventory anyway. So number 1, number 2, number 3. So I think what I'll do is keep number 1 on my hotbar, fill that up with loot as I go, and then we can switch out for number 2, fill that up, and then switch out for number 3 and fill that up. Nice. The backpack will go into my back slot. There we go. So I can now gain access to that whenever I like. And I'm going to store stuff like spare potions up in here. In fact, we may even store our spare shulker boxes. I don't know whether that'll cause problems being the advanced shulkers, but for now that will do just fine. Store a little bit of extra food in there, etc. So this has hopefully been working away a little bit, but while I wait for that to grow and feed our crystal over there, I'm going to spend some time setting up my danks again, grabbing the materials that I'm going to want to store, like all of this stuff automatically, maybe put in a couple of things like these basic versions of the ores, and then we'll get back into the vaults and hopefully come out a little bit more successful than our last run. So give me a second to set all that up, get this stuff growing, and we'll get to work. I'm excited to get back in the vaults. Oh my gosh. Okay, see you in a moment. Okay, wonderful. We have ourselves a crystal. So I have set myself up with all of these danks. Loot 1, which has most of the gem style things. I haven't obviously grabbed the unique ores because I'm going to want to fortune those up to get my supply up. Eventually though, we will make one that is purely for all the ores. Loot 2 has some of the extra bits and pieces as well as the main valuables from vanilla, and that covers most of the stuff that we will catch here. My utility dank, which is the one that I'll use for the ender pearls and blocks and eyes of ender and everything like that, just had 4 spares, so I used that for the burger parts. And then junk 1 and 2 are all of the junk items that can appear in the chests when you're going through standard ones. So the idea of this is, when I can afford it, I will make another dank 2 and combine both of the junk 1 and 2 into that, and it'll allow me to collect a bunch of these up to about 1,000, and that's all stuff that's going to be used on the altar itself. So we have junk 1 and 2, my loot 1 and 2, and my utility dank. We have my backpack here with a spare stack of carrots and some extra shulker boxes, so I can store that away. Extra potions for if we need it. I think we're looking pretty good. So let's chuck off the vanilla armor, grab our vault idol, and a soul flame. We'll get geared up, looking a little bit fancy. It is still some scrappy looking stuff, even though that is an epic chest plate, but I think we're ready to go. So, Afterlife. That means that it doesn't matter if we die, we will keep all of this stuff that we have prepared. We're not going to lose it permanently. We will get reset to that stage. And I do just want to check before we go any further what the next recipe is. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. Yeah, not too bad. What's my basalt at? Not much. But bamboo and stuff is pretty easy to grow, even though I only have 4 and 12 diamonds. Oh, that would have gone straight into one of my loot. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Oh, come on. You can do it. No? Let's go try out a vault. I'm a little bit nervous, but we do have Afterlife. I'm just going to have to remember that I'm not quite set up at a higher level like I'm used to. I'm back down at level 39. I'm going to have to manually throw stuff out, but hopefully we can get some decent loot. Hopefully we get some decent modifiers and come out of there looking pretty good. We've got my leech sword. I've got a silk touch pickaxe, which will do for now. We will aim for getting ourselves a Paxel setup, and I do want to aim for Haste 2 so that we can insta-mine the gilded chests. There's a lot of stuff we want to aim for here to start building up a bit better of a setup, more reach and all of that Hi. Hello there. Okay, that's fine. But let's just get into there and see how we go. Lucky, frail, rich, and difficult. The difficult is a little bit rough, and the frail as well. So the durability damage, not ideal. But rich with a crystal room up there is very nice. So we're going to put down a temporary waypoint there. Remove our death from our previous time in the vaults. And, ooh, that's also a great room. So right off the bat, a couple of really nice rooms for looting with some rich. We could get some ores here, which would be really nice. I didn't bring a magnet. The one thing I forgot to bring. That is going to cause a little bit of difficulty. It's all right. We'll manage. Rustiness. It's going to cause a bit of pain when trying to get things like the ores and stuff that I just mined up there. I'm going to have to actually physically walk over top of them, which is quite a pain. But it's okay. We'll make this work. And in our next one, we'll just remember to craft a new one. Ooh. I really should have my hostile creatures turned up. There we go. Now I can hear them. This is going to be really good for getting myself stocked up with a bunch more of the ores. Damn it. But we do not have safe zone. Got to keep that in mind. Let's see how we go. And we'll probably run a couple of vaults to get back into the spirit of things. Let's check down below, see if we have any luck. Give me that cake. But forgetting to make a magnet was definitely a big mistake. I've been playing on a server where people have unlocked Botania, and I'm used to having the magnet permanently going on me. One of the downsides of taking some time off for myself and continuing to play at a little bit more of an advanced rate just means that the looting's going to be a little bit slower in this one. Not the end of the world. Ooh, Gorgonite. I was wondering why I wasn't picking up a couple of the things, and it was because I forgot to take that extra dank out. We can use this as a bit of a dumping ground, and also since I'm still gathering up materials and getting myself a good supply of bits and pieces sorted out, it's very worthwhile to... Oh, come on. To grab all of those compressed blocks. Ooh, more Gorgonite. Rich really does provide a lot more. So I'm very glad we got that for our first run back. Hopefully we can find a really good amount of the POG ores, get ourselves back on track. All right. Wasted a bit of time, but at the end of the day, it's definitely worth it to loot as much of that room as possible. Let's head back to our main room and then continue on to that crystal cave. See whether we can get some good luck with the ores in there as well. And we'll see whether or not we can take on a boss. If I'm feeling confident, we might just do that. Surely that's not a mine. No, it's not. But now that I'm out here, may as well loot it too. Alright, now we go for that crystal cave. We've got our first obelisk, and I'm hoping that we get lucky, but oh man, it looks like most of these are empty. Did we just stumble across a mostly dead crystal cave? If we did, that's really unfortunate. Okay. Damn. I was really hoping to find some bombing knight or something like that. There is a little bit of stuff down here. I'm going to have to take care of this one. But I believe bombing knight is the one that I ran out of. Everything else I have a couple stored away. So... let's keep our eyes peeled and hopefully we get lucky. I think this is the last crystal in this room. Definitely running out of time very, very quickly. So it would be nice to continue on and find ourselves a couple more obelisks. Oh, there we go. A little bit more of that. And yeah. Not the best luck in this crystal room, but that's okay. Oh, there's a little bit more. What at first appeared to be a mostly dead crystal room has actually got a lot more than I expected. So it hasn't been a terrible run. Been worth going through and checking everything. Getting ourselves a good supply of the main types. But yeah, we don't want to hang around here too long. There's another obelisk right there, easy to get to. And I'm not really going to hang around in this room. We'll have a quick look over here. Nah, not worth my time. What about that direction? Also doesn't look very worth my time. So we move on. Looks like there might be an obelisk in there, I'm not sure. Don't like the look of that room. And what about there? Maybe? Let's put away some of this junk. Put away some of this junk. And we'll keep that power bar that we managed to find on us. Okay. So, the end room in the run definitely has an obelisk. I reckon it's a pretty good room to fight in as well. So we're going to leave that there. Do a little bit more looting. Check out a couple of the rooms around the sides. And come back here to finish up the entire vault. The one good thing about the lack of magnet is I didn't pick up all of the junk from that there. Oh, I didn't make a soul shard pouch either. Ah, that just blew up my stuff, I think. Okay, a couple of things that we need to sort out before our next venture. Just over 8.5 minutes left. I'm going to go down to the left, search and see whether or not there's anything interesting over on this side. Not that excited about finding myself one of these rooms, but they do tend to have a decent amount of chests in there, so I don't mind too much. Ah, of course. Ah, of course. These rooms here, ooh, perfect. We have enough loot or enough XP here to completely open that right off the bat. Super easy. So take all that. And they also have these basalt kind of pillars or I don't know what you'd quite call them. But they can often be full of ores. So with a bit of luck, we might be able to find ourselves a way out of here for starters. And a couple more hidden in this room. Maybe over there? Not quite sure. Or it could be that that's pretty much the only one in this room. That's okay. I think with 5 minutes left, I'm just going to go back and we're going to take on the boss in that final room. I am going to splash potion. Something is turned down a little bit much. It's probably the friendly creatures. And I want to have time to be able to run back if I need to. There is a netherite block just there though. We'll take that. Is it worth it? Can we get a couple more? Probably. Alright, a quick 2 more kills. Little bit greedy. But why not? It also gives us a chance to heal up by hitting these mobs a little. Alright. Let's move on. Zoom our way down to this end room. I'm going to start taking some hardy apples while I do. There we go. We'll put this in our hot bar. Get ourselves ready with Rampage. And here we go. This is a pretty good one to get. We can't take the fire damage from it. So this should be a pretty easy win. And there we go. Got ourselves a boss crate. We can take on a couple more of these. Even though we don't have the soul shard pouch. That's okay. Quick look in there. Not too bad. Give me that. Nice. Successful. Of course. I need to put a bed up in there. But we may as well sleep here. We've got ourselves a baby. Come here. Got ourselves a boss crate, and it looks like we might have got resistance on that. We got armor toughness, a durability, not too bad. A durability, maybe? And a parry? Okay. This had no levels on it, so that's alright. But we did get a common plus. Unidentified vault idol. Very nice. Let's head on over back into the base. Maybe craft ourselves up a new magnet and a soul pouch and work on this next crystal. After we take a look at the loot, of course. So, for starters, interesting. Was that pre-sorted? Not really. That's nice. Okay, so we got an Oopaline, some unidentified Scrappy Plus boots, a Gifter statue with Gabbro, unidentified relic as well. Nice. A cupcake. And a golem apple. That's some pretty good stuff. Very interesting. I'm going to quickly double click on here just to get rid of a few things. And we might put away some of this stuff into there. I also managed to get another idol there. Don't know why that diamond didn't go into my inventory properly. Gorgonite, that stuff can go in there too. All right, let's have a look at our danks. We got a repair core, which is nice. Couple of bits and pieces from in there. Stuff like that. The eggs, not too shabby. We got some plating as well. Definitely need to get myself a draw controller for this one. I'm going to put this Gorgonite over with my Escalium, and let's have a look at loot number 1. We got 15 Star Essence, not too bad. A Vault Diamond, but look at that. We got a bunch of the main ores. Even though we didn't loot that many rooms, getting ourselves into... I'm going to grab all of that actually, and we're going to put that in here. Grabbing ourselves a decent supply of these is great. Build up my my measly stores again, ready to be crafting things for all sorts of mods. Oh, and I hit level 40. Beautiful. We got a couple of Wooted Eye, couple of those. Nothing too crazy because I didn't really loot a lot, and I made it hard for myself by not having a magnet or anything to work with. But 64 plus that, that's enough for a knowledge star. The junk ones, I don't care about. The last thing that we can have a look at if I... Oh, what are the chances? If I turn it off, that is... Yep, couple little burger parts. Nothing too much. I did get a few potions here that we're just going to let build up, but the burger parts can start to store away in there. We'll roll our few bits and pieces. Not too bad. And nothing fancy. They can probably go over here. Couple of relic boosters. Nice. Couple of those. And now I'm going to get myself prepared with a magnet, another satchel for the soul shards. And then I think I'm going to work on this and we're going back in. I want to do another one. Don't think I really want to spend points on anything just yet. I think I will take haste 2. So we'll go up another level for that. But it feels good. We had a success. That's a good start. Let's do another one. All right. Let's try this again. A little bit more prepared. I've got myself a shard pouch. And I've fixed up a vault magnet that I found somewhere. So that's ready to go as well. And I have gotten myself this crystal completed. There we go. We'll see what this one is. Not too shabby. The spruce, I don't have enough, but that's pretty easy to farm. The rest of it, very, very simple. So we've got ourselves a crystal. We're going to chuck some soul flame on that, some afterlife, put my armor back on, and we can grab these goodies out of here. Nice. A little bit less inventory space, but it does mean we're a little bit more prepared. So we've got our reset spawn point over there. Let's try this one a little bit more prepared. I'm going to turn on my magnet straight away and put that up there. Whew. Still a little bit nervous, but let's see how we go. Afterlife, Resilient, Lucky, and Horde is amazing. Crowded, not so much. Okay, let's see how we go. At least we're now getting some of these soul shards from killing these guys. We might try and complete that thing over there. The crowded doesn't seem to be kicking in just yet, but I'm sure it won't be too long. With a bit of luck though, the Lucky and Horde means that we're going to get ourselves a decent amount of loot. And I'm still going to loot this stuff here, just to see whether we get lucky with some ores. Once again, pretty low on the amount of obelisks, so definitely worth having a look around. We might be able to fight another boss in here, but yeah, we can see the difference between a rich vault and just a standard one for the amount of ores that you get. Black opal is nice though. Ooh, and some tubium. All right. Let's go see if we can get ourselves some gilded chests. That looks like a tree room. They usually have a really decent supply of chests in there, so first point of call for sure. As long as we play smart, the crowded shouldn't be too much of a problem. And it also does mean I get a chance to grab and make up for some of those lost soul shards in the last one. Oof. Let's quickly put some stuff away and head up into the tree. Alright, put away a few things. Let's head on to the next room. Definitely crowded in here though. Come on. Whew. If that was the tree room back there, I think there's a second tree room over here. Yeah, very nice. Wait, it's not what I thought it was. But we did find our first obelisk, so not going to complain. Alright, moving on. I feel like I've gotten a lot of witches so far, which is really quite frustrating. Makes me wish I had poison resistance or poison immunity on my thing, on my idol, but we might still get lucky if we beat the boss and unlock one. We can hope. Getting a lot of star essence though, which is lovely. Ooh, Vault Diamond, very nice. We've had some pretty bad luck with those though. The poison trap chests are definitely doing me a little bit of damage. We'll work through it. Let's see if we can move on. Nope, that's the end of the line. Thankfully this level 3 or this 3% leech is definitely helping me stay topped up with health. It's not quite as good as the combo that I had before with the idol as well as sword, but not bad to get back into the vaults, knowing that we have, of course, Afterlife, and I don't have to worry about it as much. I just wish this poison would stop. Halfway through, still only found the one obelisk, but I believe. Ooh, X marks the spot room. This could be good. For one, it's easy to see all of the gilded chests that we have available, thanks to the horde. And two, we might get lucky and get a decent room down below. We'll have to see. Doing my best to avoid any conflict if I can. Taking on mobs is not my #1 priority, although these little children and these witches, they don't want to give me much other option. Please. Thank you. 3 of you? Please. Please. Alright. It's about time we got down into there and checked it out. We're going to just kite these guys around a little bit. And then... yeah, okay. Or we do that. Maybe I need to clear the way. There we go. Alright, let's head on down. Gonna quickly build up a little bit of a shelter around myself. Little trick from Iskall there. Because, yep, that was a bad one. Let me see if I can get myself out of here. Oh, there we go. And hide. There we go. Oh, bit of bad luck there. Definitely didn't get what I wanted, for sure. So, let's move on. It's always a bit of a gamble. And we are still getting a decent amount of loot. Oh, there's another one of those. I don't know what my chances are of finding all the obelisks, but we'll give it a fair crack. Damn it. Okay. Village room could be decent. We have a chance to find ourselves a little bit of a stronghold down there. Just going to quickly mine that one rather than opening it. And yes. I don't know whether I said stronghold, but what I did mean was a nether portal. Nether portal? That's not what I meant either. Oh dear. And end portal. Do have to deal with a few baddies, but thankfully, no spawner. Let's get this down and try our luck. Okay, that went pretty well, all things considered. Didn't get hit by any of the poison, and the mobs weren't too hard to deal with either. Nice. We can throw away some of the trash, maybe explore... oh, ghost block. Maybe explore a little bit more of this place. Get ourselves a few goodies. Another Vault Diamond, sure. We're also getting not a bad supply of unidentified vault gear, but we only have a couple of minutes left in this vault, unless we get lucky and find some right near the entryway. I don't know if we're going to make our boss fight in this one. But I'm going to chug down one of those bars, hope for the best, and see what we can find in these last few minutes. 2 more obelisks. It's still possible. Doesn't look like one in that room. Oh, please. Or this room. Oh, in fact, we've already been in this room. It appears I've got completely turned around. We're going to start heading our way back towards the portal just to make sure that I'm still safe and don't lose everything that I managed to get so far. Okay, relax. Ooh, 3 vault diamonds in that. That's so nice. That's not as nice. A couple of really nice chests before we go all the way back. Ooh, I see 2. Is it worth it? I'm risking it all, folks. I'm risking it all. We'll get ourselves ready. I know it was maybe a little bit silly, but look at us. Got ourselves a boss crate. Easy. Wasn't even worried about it. I knew that I could do it. I just knew it. Nice. Okay. Not too bad. We got a star core for 1 vault gold in there as well, which is crazy. Definitely worth it. Definitely. And we managed to get 85 shards. Whew. Damn. I'm not going to be able to get that. A healthy chest here. 11 star essence, another unidentified thing there, another golem apple. This that gives us dirt, not too shabby, but the gorgonite. Couple more of those. I'm never going to complain about that. Since I think I'm probably done with the vault runs for today, we're going to put away a few things. Managed to get a lot more of these than the last one. And we also got some tubium. Nice. Nothing too good from that. Let's try these ones. That one's not too bad. Slightly more armor, but again, ooh, I didn't look at this. Our second level on that must have been knockback resistance. Second level on that was also knockback resistance. And on this, a parry. Not too bad. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. One more thing to do. Also scrappy. I'm going to grab the few things in here that store over in our storage here. Put those away. And I think I should be able to hit level 41 with these packs. Easily. And we got ourselves another Twitch emote. In our loot 1, 6 vault diamonds and 51 star essence. That is a healthy loot run. In fact, hey, with that 9, it might be exactly enough to make 2 knowledge stars. Now, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going for next. Refined storage costs 4, and power also costs 4. It's going to +1 to either of those. Mining gadgets is an incredibly powerful tool, and it doesn't actually raise the price of either of these. But I also want Botania, I want dark utilities. Oh dear, there's so much I want. Mechanism, gonna have to think about this. We could put a few of these ores that we managed to gather away in here, and that's actually starting to build up a nice little supply that we can fortune soon. Let's check out the loot in our second one. A bunch of this normal stuff, but nothing too crazy in the other ones. We did get enough hardy apples and candy bars to absolutely put us in the positive as far as how much we used and how much we gained. And last off, ooh, a good supply of burger parts. We want to get as many of these prepared for higher levels as we can. So the more we find now and in every single vault, the better. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this star core and we're going to head on over to our original base. The star core can go in there, and I know that I have some gold already prepared. So that is a no-brainer. The rest of this isn't that important, nothing crazy yet that I would want to purchase. A lot of this might even just get thrown away, but Star Core, absolutely. I'm going to have to bring across this stuff, but we do have another Twitch emote. I'm going to have to set up a better spot for all of this to store. But with that Star Core and 135 of that, I should be able to craft up exactly 16. So let's grab a few things. We'll want 20 of those and 9 of those. Make up another one of these. And then, just like that, we're back with a vengeance. 2 unspent knowledge points. I think what I'm going to aim for is the mining gadgets. So strong, so broken, but it's going to allow us to really burn through some rooms and make up for the fact that our pickaxes and stuff aren't quite fast enough to break through a lot of things very quickly. So in the next episode, we might run a couple more vaults, see whether we can get ourselves set up with a mining gadget and really start tearing through the world with that gun. It's also going to make material gathering out here in the overworld a lot easier. And we may as well unlock these at the same time. Okay, a lot of books and a couple of bits and pieces. Another book. So with that, I'd say we were fairly successful. We can actually quickly grab ourselves Haste 2 so we have that permanently. That's going to help a lot in the vaults. And with Haste 2 and an upgraded Paxel, we can potentially go burr on some of those chests. And in the next episode, I think we're going to aim for mining gadgets. An incredibly useful tool. Mining gadgets basically give you a laser gun. Now, I just realized I'm also going to need to get some power. Probably first. Interesting. I think I'm going to have to do some calculating. I want to go through and have a look at all of these mods and work out what is the best order to purchase them. Because as you can see, grabbing power adds +4 to the other power mods, but that's okay. But it adds 1 to the cost of these, 1 to the cost of these, and some of these are in the negatives, which is really good. Purchasing the refined storage while it's at 0 is a good idea, and that will only put this up by 1, meaning that power is still technically cheaper than it usually would be. The same thing with over here. If we purchase refined storage, it still means that the mining gadgets is in the negative. We're going to try and make the most out of that. Maybe we're doing a run to get ourselves 4 points for that, and that'll put that up by 1. So we need another 5. We'll see. Maybe next episode's a little bit of a building episode. Building up some infrastructure so that we can have some farms to allow us to make some crystals a little bit easier. And then, in an episode or 2, what do you guys think? We aim for refined storage right off the bat, get ourselves some power to really step up our storage game, and go from there? I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, getting back into the vaults. Might have been a little bit all over the place, but we did pretty well. We managed to get 2 knowledge stars and start to build up a little bit of a supply of our goodies again, filling out these drawers, getting some kind of cool stuff. What's this one? A hardy apple. Picarang? Oh, well, it's a start towards our goal. But I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. I'm looking forward to moving on in this world and continuing to build up. I think I really like the idea of doing some building in here. So maybe that is what next episode will be, since I kind of forgot that I need power to run my mining gadgets. So I've got a little way to go before that is ready to work. Refined storage, then power. That's going to be 9, and that'll add 2 points to this, which will be a further 5. Yeah, it's a little ways off, but we can get there. We'll build up some farms, we'll run some vaults, and it's going to be a great time. We're going to become powerful as heck. I would like to thank my Patreon supporters for your continued support. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys all take care of yourself until the next episode. So until then, look after yourselves, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye, everyone.